My sister and I graduated from college together, but my parents only paid for her tuition. She deserved it, but you didn't. My parents came to our graduation, but their faces turned pale when I, 23F, graduated college earlier this year, but not without years of hidden resentment and a plan I waited 4 years to complete. Growing up, Claire, my sister, 24F, was always the golden child. She was polite, popular, and pretty. I was the introvert, academic, quiet, and too sensitive according to my mom. My parents never made an effort to hide that they favored Claire. When it came time to apply for college, Claire got into a decent state university. I got into a top private college on partial scholarship. I was over the moon, until I found out my parents weren't going to pay a cent for mine. They paid for Claire in full, tuition, books, rent, meal plan, everything. When I asked why, my mom literally said, "Claire deserves it. You got in because of financial aid. She worked harder than you." And my dad? "We can't afford 2 tuitions. You're smart. You'll figure it out." So I did. I worked 2 part-time jobs, tutored on weekends, applied for every scholarship I could find, and still had to take out loans. I barely had time to sleep. I skipped meals to afford textbooks. Meanwhile, Claire was posting pictures of sorority parties and vacations my parents funded. I never complained out loud. But the resentment built up like lava. One day, my Uncle Mike, Dad's older brother, visited and saw how thin and exhausted I looked. I broke down. Told him everything. He listened quietly, hugged me, and just said, "I'll remember this." Graduation day came. Claire and I were graduating the same day, different colleges. My parents went to Claire's ceremony first, of course. They arrived late to mine. I walked across the stage and saw Uncle Mike sitting front row. My parents? Standing awkwardly in the back. Afterward, Uncle Mike handed me an envelope and said, "Open this when you're alone." My parents saw and tried to act like nothing happened. "We're so proud of you, sweetheart," they said with fake smiles. I just nodded. At the graduation dinner, which Uncle Mike hosted, he raised a toast and said, "Emma didn't just graduate with honors from one of the top colleges, she did it while working 30 hours a week. No help from her parents. Every cent of tuition she earned or borrowed." Then he turned to my parents and added, "Which is impressive, considering you paid full tuition for Claire to get a C average in general studies." The whole room went dead silent. My parents' faces turned white. Then he pulled out a folder and continued, "But it's okay. Because I just paid off Emma's student loans in full, $86,000. She deserves it." I started crying. Claire looked like she got slapped. My parents didn't say a word. A week later, I moved out. I went low contact with my parents. Claire tried guilt-tripping me, saying I embarrassed her and stole her moment. Replied, "You had 4 years of moments funded by them. I earned mine. Now? I live in NYC with a great job and no debt." Claire moved back in with our parents and is struggling to find a job.